Now is the time to leave the deep, silent, slow breath on a normal breath. Shantoham, Shantoham. With the same seeking in the intellect, and the mind follows it. When the mind merges into the real self, we are there. And that is why this step is mental steadiness. Shantoham. And drop this Shantoham also. Do nothing. Remain in that state of doing nothing. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand, your awareness on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside. Know your experiences and bring the hands down. How are you, David and Jerry?
That was very good. I found myself, at least my intellect, listening to your words and absorbing them like a dry sponge, every word, every syllable of every word.
Beautiful.
And by the time the hammering came through, I just went into like a very, I could still hear you and I heard everything you said, but I was just in a blissful space.
Ah, that's good. That's definitely good. Beautiful. How are you, Jerry?
So I'm good. The meditation was a kind of noticing, observing the breath. I'm not the breath. Observing the body. I'm not the body. Observing the mind. I'm not the mind. And then noticing what was left. And so
That's another way to
on
put
this.
it. So you're dropping everything from outside. It is the mind that creates the world. And the mind, when it goes inside, it drops it. Beautiful. How are you, Brandy?
And well, I had a similar experience as Dries. I realized, so when I first started the meditation, the dishwasher was going and it's really noisy and the birds were chirping really loudly. And I was still able to start into my practice. But toward the end, I noticed how still and quiet everything was. And then I heard one single horn honk, like, yeah, we're still out here, right? And so it was that juxtaposition of like the world's still going on and I'm still inside. And it was just kind of funny because right when I thought like it's so still, just one, hey,
That's good.
yeah,
That's a beautiful experience.
yeah,
How are you? Beautiful. How are you, Stephen?
Real good. The meditation was very quick for me. Extremely peaceful. I couldn't even tell you. It was just blankness throughout, and I struggled to come out of it.
That's really good. Once you struggle out, then it becomes beautiful. How are you, Barbara?
I'm doing fine. At the beginning of the meditation, I kept thinking of questions concerning what you were talking about. And then it took a little while, but then I got completely into the meditation. And it was very, very peaceful. But in the end, I had a feeling of like happiness and sadness at the same time.
Okay. Yeah. Sadness comes from the mind, and happiness is a reflection by the intellect deeper within, and it transforms. It will dissolve. It will dissolve. Beautiful. How are you, Vaibhav?
It was calm and relaxed. It's like that. It gives me an idea that whatever mind is saying, I still can come on top of it and say what I just want. So it makes me really very peaceful at that time.
Good. Good. Normally, what happens in teaching these principles of Eastern wisdom, and when we invoke, the teacher invokes your intellect. What happens? The intellect starts expanding, and that leaves the mind too far. That is why these practices will help us to go deeper. Beautiful. How are you, Ashok? Take your own time, Terry.
Sir, it's a good, peaceful, and mainly observing the mind and dropping the mind.
Good. Continue. You are progressing. Take your own time, Terry. If you can, unmute it. If you cannot, it's okay. How are you, Christina?
Thank you for that practice. That I was the entire time I felt that I was taking a step back and knowing, and even taking a step back and watching my mind try and take over. But I knew my intellect. I know my intellect is my intellect, and that was the right knowledge. And I was even behind that, watching it, and so it was progressing. It feels like progress. So it was good.
Beautiful. Good. Good. Sangeeta.
सर बहुत अच्छा था सर, जो हैमरिंग वाला शांतो है मैं वो उससे बिल्कुल थॉटलेसनेस हो जाते हैं, तो वो बहुत अच्छा लगा.
Good. She says by hammering Shantoham, she enters into a state of nothingness. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Terry. I'm waiting. No worries. Think of seeking and searching. Seeking has to be done. And that we apply in daily life. Where I want to go, seeking. I start driving, searching. In everything we do it, except self-discovery. Why? Except self. Yes, Terry.
I'm trying to find how to put my questions into words.
I'm scared, yes.
I feel like something is battling me. And then I was thinking, like, what is it?
Mind.
Is it coming from me? Like my breath has not been normal for the past, like, all night. It wasn't normal. And I couldn't, it isn't doing what I tell it to do.
Yeah.
It's like something is battling me, putting out resistance. And then I was trying to think, where is that coming from? Is that coming from me or something else, somewhere else?
Coming from the mind. And that mind is seeking, it has some expectation, so it is not happening, so the mind returns again with the resistance or reaction.
Yes, the mind is reacting a lot, and I get the idea that, well, you are not succeeding, so you have to fight harder, try harder.
Who is saying this? This is also the mind.
Yeah.
Peace is already inside.
Right.
Intellect should come in between and tell the mind, you need not to search, you need not to react, I'm already in peace. That is all for today. Any question? Use the word. Peace is my essential nature. Keep that intellect throughout the day, doing anything and everything, whatever you are doing. No interference. But internally, one day what will happen? Then you will start doing everything in peace. You are there.
I have a silly question.
Yes.
When we do the mental, we say the voice loud, but it's mental.
Yeah, it's mental.
Are we trying to hear the loudness of our own voice, like imagine it in our voice?
No, you need not to imagine. You just do it mentally. You will hear it. Why you will hear it? Because it is the mind who knows it is doing it. That knowing is hearing in the mind. Remember, this knowing is hearing in the mind. Mind can act as any of these 5 sense organs. So, no need to imagine. Just do it. So mind knows you are doing it, and that is what is hearing. Mind knows it is visualizing. Even with eyes closed, I see David, Jerry, you, and all. So my mind becomes eye, my mind becomes ears, my mind becomes all these 5 sense organs. So I need not to imagine anything more. Good. That is all for today, my friends. We'll meet again next time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
everyone. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.